Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about your twin flame doesn't know that you guys are twin flames and what to do, how to navigate that. It's kind of a big thing to have the talk. So I want to just kind of talk about it. Like, how do you know when to bring it up, how to bring it up, what to do in this situation? First thing I want to say is your twin flame doesn't need to know that you guys are twin flames in order to heal separation. That's a 100%, like it only takes one person to do the inner work required to attract your twin flame. Jeff and Julia say it only takes one. And you see it in twin flame ascension school where there's one twin flame in the classes doing the healing work. And before you know it, this person joins twin flame ascension school. And then they find out later, oh, that's my twin flame. Like it really only takes one, and then you attract your twin flame to you from wherever you are. So it's okay if, it's just not time to have that talk. That's all right. You don't need them to be on board for you to heal separation. Separation is about you and your relationship with God within yourself, loving yourself, and you attract your twin flame to you. So you don't really need to consult them and have them 100% on board, and they know the vocabulary and they know how everything works. Like, it only takes one twin flame. So good news. Just want to throw that out there from the beginning. So that aside, how do you know when to have the talk? So it depends on your relationship with your twin flame and what feels good. I've seen people who when they first meet their twin flame, they're kind of putting their foot in the water and they're like, oh, it's kind of cold. What is it like? And then they're like, a little bit more of my foot. Okay, I'm okay. Maybe I'll put the other foot in. And there's people who kind of have that, they want to kind of ease into it and get used to what twin flames are in general before they're ready to even talk about it. And then there's people who maybe they've already got a friendship established with their twin flame and they can kind of talk about, that's where I was with my twin when I found this work, is we already had a foundation of a friendship, and it's never just friends, but we had something going on for a little while in the beginning, but yet mainly it was ultimately a friendship. And so as I was kind of learning about twin flames, I was like, have you ever heard of this? And I was just kind of sharing with him, this is how it works. And he's like, huh, that is interesting. And he basically felt the same way about it that I did every step of the way. When I was first, I was very skeptical at first. I was the kind of person, I had to test all of this. There's a reason why I'm so confident about it now. And many of the other coaches are like this too, where it's they felt skeptical. They tested it to find out if it worked. I feel like that's just, it's a good thing to know what you believe in and why you believe it. And so, that was me. I was testing. So I was very much interesting, but what about this? I had a lot of questions, and my twin flame just reflected that. And then eventually I was like, this really makes sense. And he was like, it really does make sense. So your twin flame is you, is what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, they're going to reflect how you feel about your connection. If you know that you're twin flames, but you're kind of gaslighting yourself and all that stuff, you're going to see your twin flame asking you a lot of questions about it. Are you sure? What about this? Because they're going to reflect how you really feel inside. They're going to show you how you really feel. Sometimes you might think, oh, I feel confident about twin flames. And then you talk to your twin flame about it and you're like, ooh, now I feel a bit triggered and I'm not feeling so confident, because they're bringing up those places where you don't feel so confident on the inside. They're showing you, they're shining a light on that little subconscious feeling and thought on the inside. So, it's just a matter of recognizing that you're one and really just doing what feels good. You'll know when it's time. And what I recommend is to just approach it from a place of love. You don't need to try to convince anybody of anything. Whenever you do have that conversation, it doesn't need to be something where you're trying to get them to see you and recognize you as a twin flame. You can just be honest and open about it and just be like, hey, this is something I've been learning about. It seems to be the case. I'm curious about what your thoughts are on it. You guys can talk about it. It can be really chill, is what I'm trying to say. If you have already had the talk and maybe it did feel like you were convincing or trying to convince your twin flame, maybe it didn't feel so peaceful and it didn't feel so good when you had that talk. I want to remind you that you can't mess this up. In the grand scheme of things, you're just learning on the twin flame path. It's like any ascension path, you learn. It's like we're learning how to walk spiritually. We're going to stumble and fall and do all kinds of things on the twin flame journey. And your twin flame journey is like literally the most intimate person that you'll ever be with in your life, because they're literally you in another body. Like, really. So it gets real with twin flames. Let's just say it's marriage, okay, guys? It's like intimate. And so throughout your lives together, y'all are going to do all kinds of things, and you're going to make all kinds of mistakes, and it's going to feel kind of like, oh my God, you know, oh, they see the best and the worst of me and all that stuff. It's okay. You know, you really can't mess this up. Even when it appears that you've messed it up and your twin flame blocked you and they're mad at you, you can still heal it. It's all right, guys. I promise you're not stuck. I promise. This journey is actually really light when you understand how it all works. So, yeah, it's safe to trust the process. Do what feels good. No pressure. They don't need to be on board. Y'all don't need to be, you know, watching TFAS classes together from the get-go. But sometimes it can be like that. I have seen twin flames that they talk about it immediately and they're like all in, you know. It's possible. Like I said, every person is so different in terms of what their fears are, what their beliefs are, what their feelings are about twin flames. And so, yeah, you know, you want to, as you're exploring this with your twin, keep an eye on your feelings and do the mirror exercise when you need to, if there's an upset there with how they're responding or what they're bringing up or what questions they have. So you just stay with yourself through it and you'll have the guidance that you need to know how to navigate it. So that's how to handle it. That's how to have the talk. Again, you don't have to heal separation. But at some point, you guys, at some point, it becomes so obvious that you guys are one, that at some point, y'all will have the talk. It will be natural. So just trust the process and do what feels good. There's not a right or wrong way to do it. Like I said, you can't mess it up. So don't take what I'm saying and be really hard on yourself. It's okay if things have been different than that for you. But from where you are now, hopefully this video will help you navigate it going forward. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'm posting a video every single week, and I'm covering all kinds of topics about twin flames. I want you guys to feel so informed and supported, and I want you guys to know that I'm here for you. I love working with twin flames, and there's nothing that you're going through, I promise, that will scare me. And you're not alone in this. So if you want support one-on-one, if you want to have someone with you, help you navigate this journey, and just focus in on what you're experiencing and the intricacies of your experience, please do reach out to me. My website, everything is beneath this video. You can find it all there, all my coaching support. And I will see you guys in the next video.